for allies, particularly those allies that have white privilege. One of the things that we want for that, whereas in times past, where white privilege has always been viewed as a negative in terms of to the benefits or to the detriment, to the benefit of the dominant group and to the detriment of black folks and other disadvantaged people, that same white privilege can be used as a force for good. And allow me to give you an example, a very concrete example. You know, and and some of you may have heard me use this example, but I think it's so great it bears repeating. If I don't know how many of you guys have ever ridden down the thruway, but I suspect most of you have. It's all during normal times, particularly except for when it's winter, you see a lot of construction. One of the things you'll note is that those construction crews are almost always exclusively white. Why is this such an issue? It's an issue because of the fact that a lot of people don't realize that New York State, until recently, last decade, was actually the blackest state in the union. What does that mean? Than any other state, even those in the South. Now, since that time, there's some other states like Texas who slightly surpassed it. But the point is that beyond that, the black population is more working class than the white population ever was. So you can ask the question, well, where are the black guys? Where are the black guys? And so, in essence, what has happened? Well, what has happened, and study after study demonstrate this, is that black workers, even those with who are skilled and with the training to in terms of those trades, actually are locked out of those white networks. And so as a result, uh, those opportunities. You even see it on the road crews in the city of Albany throughout the Capital District. They're most all exclusively white. And so if that's the case, and you're talking about the black population is more working class than the white population ever was. If that is true, then you say you can ask, well, where are the black guys? As an ally, when you see environments like that, you need to think and you need to speak up. And if you are an employer, then and particularly in the private sector, and you look at your crew and it's all white. And yeah, it's easy to get Joe's nephew and Fred's cousin, but the reality is that if you were talking about being an ally, then you need to go beyond that so that you can make opportunities for other people who are equally as qualified. And so that's certainly one example, but it's a stark example. But unless somebody tells you, and this is where the 21-day challenge comes into play, and also the Allyship Institute. Let somebody tell you that it's not natural for the work crews to be all white in a state that is one of the blackest in the union. It's not natural. And so that is deliberate, not by choice, but it's by deliberate example of racism in employment. And so unless somebody tells you that, you whether you're black, Latino, white, or whatever, you think that's natural. Oh, the guys out there working their crews there, and you just you don't question it. And so in essence, the whole idea about being an ally is being first empowered by knowledge so that you can recognize racism when you see it, because it's so pervasive that in reality, most people even take it for granted. Some of the racism that you don't even realize it. I don't want to go on and on because I don't want to preach. I might get excited about this topic, but the point is that part of that is an awareness. You got to know what isn't natural. You have to know this isn't by chance. You have to know that somehow or another, people are deliberately excluded from this opportunity and the other. And in fact, so the question is, once you know this, the only next question you have to yourself is, what are you going to do about it? Let me pause there because I don't want to get too excited. because I might want to start quoting some statistics. That's like that's almost like a preacher opening the Bible. So I don't want to do that.
Nope, that was perfect. That was perfectly said. And you were preaching, but we love it. So, Dr. Horton, we are continuing to struggle with our technology here. I think that's a perfect place to put everybody out of their misery tonight. I am so sorry. We have had more issues here, but don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We are going to be back. Damani, you are an incredible addition to us tonight. Thank you very much. I know if you could speak, you'd say thank you. And you'll say that you'll be back as well. I just want to thank our panelists, Damani Farley, what a wonderful addition. Thank you very much. Erin Bellinger, she is a training director. Even when she couldn't speak, she was there nodding and encouraging us on. And Dr. Horton, this whole thing, you've directed this whole thing so beautifully well. Thank you very much. And if you liked this, just wait. Come back next Wednesday night, the 9th, where we will be kicking off our Allyship Institute. Before then, everybody who's been getting our emails on a regular basis will get them again this week. You will get the whole curriculum of our Allyship Institute and the work that will be done through the fall. We know we're going to take a little break for a week or so and let people get ready to get kids to school and all of those things. And then we are going to kick right back into this. And some of the things we discussed tonight. And actually, that's why I was thinking of stopping right there. Dr. Horton, we are going to be talking about workplace issues and anti-racism and equality issues in the workplace. And how do we get from what Dr. Horton was just talking about to the state of play, where we are now and where we can go from here. So that will be our first up in terms of a training session. September 11th, the Friday at 12:30. And the Bethlehem Chamber is going to be sponsoring that for us and bringing in a great trainer. And then we will go into our other sessions that Erin mentioned, that I mentioned as well. I do want to thank, though, the organizations who have been the leadership of this entire initiative. You know, we talk about the 5 organizations: the Junior League, Samaritan Counseling, Proctor's Collaborative, the United Way, and Schenectady County Public Library System very often, but there are a whole host of other organizations, the NAACP, the Association for Marriage and Family Therapy in New York State, the Center for Community Justice, the New York State Coalition for Children's Behavioral Health, the Schenectady City School District that Damani repped so well tonight, Schenectady Clergy Against Hate, the Schenectady Community Action Program, Skin Equity, Schenectady Inner City Mission and Food Pantry, the YWCA of Northeastern New York, and our list continues to grow. And Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, how could I forget that, Dr. Horton? You never let me live that one down.
That's right, I'm president.
I was just making sure you were paying attention. And we are continuing to look for partners, and partners. We're not, nobody's getting rich. We're not raising any money yet. We're just really work out there. And we're trying to get these important topics out there. And if there are other organizations that any of you who are watching belong to and want to hook up with us, and you have a perspective or an initiative that you would like to collaborate with us on, we would love that opportunity. Dr. Horton will run you through the ringer, but we'll get it going. And I just want to, on behalf of the Junior League of Schenectady, of which I get to be the president, I'm Denise Murphy-McGraw, and I am very grateful to all of you who participated tonight and were with us and have been with us for the last few Mondays in a row. And look for us next week and look for your emails, what's coming up. Dr. Horton, Erin, Damani, thank you all. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.